Heidi ho, my crafty friends. Welcome to the Ladybug Journals. This is Lori, and I would like to welcome you to my craft room and all the fun that we're going to have today. So today, I'm going to start on a new journal, and as you can tell, it's going to have horses. So this is the book I'm going to use. It's a very narrow book. So I've already gutted out the pages, and I've got my base of my signatures put together, and I've got my fabric picked out, and I'll show you that here in a minute. I want to show you the paper pack I'm going to use, and so you can see it. And let's see if I can find the page that actually tells you what it is here. Let's see, that's the sticker page. Here it is. This is the actual name of the pack I'm using. It's called Horseplay, and it comes with eight 12 by 12 papers, and there are 2 sheets of the same design. So I like these here on the front, and what I'm thinking I might do is, maybe cut some of these out for little journaling cards or tags, something like that. The only ones I really can't use are these 2 up here. These guys up here would make really cute altered paper clips, for the book. Now, the whole book isn't strictly horses. It's just horses kind of put in, here and there. And I'm making the book for a very sweet friend. She is just getting into the journaling world, and she loves watching our videos here from the Ladybug Journals. But she said to me, I have no idea what you're doing. I don't understand the lingo. I don't understand what you're doing. So I asked her daughter, I said, do you think she would enjoy playing along in a journal that I made for her? And she said, I think that would be a very nice surprise. So that is how all this got started. So these are the sticker. This is the sticker page that came with it. And there's some very cute little stickers. I thought she would enjoy, putting those on her. Let me make sure you guys can see these. Or do I need to bring you up a little bit? I think I need to bring you up a little bit, don't I? Let me bring you up a little bit higher. There you go. Maybe over a little bit too. There, that's better. I thought she would enjoy playing with some of these. She used to train horses in her younger years, so I thought she would enjoy this. And this is one of the pages. Now, there, of course, are 2 pages. And what I like are the way that these are printed. They have a really thick, almost plasticky feel to them. And on the front is this beautiful scene. But when I flip it over, it's just is pretty of a scene. But it's printed across the top. So if I did decide to fussy cut out this horse for something, it wouldn't interfere up here. I would just have to trim off, the bottom piece, and I could still use that for something. So, I really do like this paper. This is the other one with a horse on it, and I think this is just fabulous. And he is, excuse this pun, he is outstanding in his field. I just had to say that, you guys. I just had to. I've been dying to say that now for 3 days. And this page is called Horse at Sunrise. And on the back, the horseshoes are on this side. Oh, darn. They didn't do it right on this one because it's right on the same side as the horse. So if I wanted to cut him out, I would interfere with the horseshoes. But again, if I do decide to fold the page, like this, and put it in the book. So I could put it like this in the book and then open it, and then that would be there. And this would be, another side. And then, of course, we could put pockets or something like that there. And then, of course, this is just another one. And they're all that plasticky feel. This I love. I am in love with this page. I love the colors, the texture, the rust. Oh my gosh, I just love this page. And there are 2 of those. And this one is the same. You know, the horse is outstanding in his field. I just love that. I know, I make myself giggle. And these are the horses running. And that's the back of that one. And that's very pretty. The colors are very pretty. The colors on the printed pages like this are very bright and vivid. And these are made by Reminiscence. There's the brand right there. They did a very nice job. And this is, of course, the first one that I showed you. So I wanted to show you what I was doing today and take you along on my little adventure of making this journal, because I don't think we've done that, making a journal in a book. So I thought we would do that. So the first thing that I do, and every creative that makes a journal does this differently. The only thing we do the same is pick out our book and take out the insides, if the insides are there. That's probably the only thing that we do the same. From there, our processes are probably similar, but not always the same. After that, I measure where I want my spine. Now, this spine is a little wiggly because it's a newer book. See, so it's a little wiggly. So, let me make sure, I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring you down, because I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. It's a little wiggly, okay? So I wanted to make sure I could reinforce it. So I got a nice piece of chipboard, okay? And I put it where I wanted it. I measured for where I wanted it. And I wanted it to go right in between these 2 black lines. That was where I measured it, okay? And then, after I measured and I cut my chipboard, I divided by 2 because I only want 2 signatures. I'm going to leave it up to her for all the decorating. You and I might decorate just very lightly, some basics, so that she can go back and see what a pocket, a tuck, a side pocket, some of the basics are. But I'm going to leave it up to her to follow along and do the rest of it with us after it's made. So I divided this by 2, and I eyeballed the placement of them. That's all I did. I did find the center, and that's very important. See my center line? I did find the center because as someone who makes journals a lot, I like to have my signatures in the center. Now, where they're going on either end, it can vary. I usually like them to come up an inch from both ends. Every now and then, I'll have them come up a little bit more, a little bit less. As you can tell, these aren't an inch. These are probably coming up. Let's see, how far are they coming up? They're coming up 1/4 of an inch. So these are coming up 1/4 of an inch. But this is chipboard, so I know it's not going to tear through. Now, if this was just going through paper, if these were only going through paper, or they were only going through this, I would make sure they were 1 inch up. Okay, so the next thing I decided was, what am I going to cover the book with? And how am I going to cover this? Because I don't want this showing. I don't particularly like, you know, the look of chipboard. I want it covered. So, I went to my fabric stash. And, for me, that's the hardest part, is picking out my fabric. So, I picked out some fabric, for the inside. And I picked out this. This is my inside fabric. And, of course, it'll be cut front section, back section. And then, oh, I need to lift you back up now, don't I? Yeah, let's lift you back up. Let's put you back over here so you can see. Let me tighten you down. I don't want you flipping and flopping. Hold on. There you go. And then I liked this, so I decided I am going to go on and cover this with it also. Okay, so I just tore a piece of the same fabric. But on the outside, I wanted something different. And here's where I different from other creatives. My covers, very rarely, unless I'm making a journal and somebody specifically says to me, I want my journal to reflect butterflies. I want my journal to reflect the ocean. Somebody tells me specifically what they want their journal to look like. My covers rarely reflect the inside of the journal because I think a junk journal should be eclectic. I'm not making a scrapbook. I'm making a junk journal. Junk journal is that. It's full of everything. And I'll show you my signatures. They're full of everything. They're not full of just one thing. They're full of everything. So I picked out this fabric for the front. And I know you're going, what the heck? But the reason I picked it out is where we live, it reminded me of trees and the tree colors that we get in the fall when our horses are out. We have, in my area anyhow, we have some horse farms. So it reminded me of the trees changing. It reminded me of the hills. It reminded me of just the beauty of our area. And she lives in an even more wooded area. So that's why I picked it out. Now on the spine here, to protect the fabric, and this is a very narrow spine. It's very narrow. See, that's the spine. It's very narrow. I will be putting a piece of lace, something to accentuate the spine, because she's going to be grabbing that spine, you know, pulling it in and out all the time. So I will be putting something there like this to take it in and out. I just am not sure what yet, but I did pull out a big wad of my lace trims. Ooh, now that I see that one, I think I like that one. But I also like this one. Yeah, see, I told you this was the hard part. So I'm going to put this aside so I'm not getting glue all over it. But this is going to be the cover, okay? So before we get started on all the gluing, or actually, you know what? Let's go on and start the gluing because it's going to have to sit and dry for a minute. And then I'll show you what's in the signatures. So let's get this centered up here. Let's get this centered up right about here. Okay, let me open up our glue mat. Whoops, I am so sorry. Let's turn this around. All right, I guess we're going to have to keep it closed because this one is not a clean glue mat, is it? I need to clean it. All right. All right, we'll put it right here. It'll fit right here. Let me make sure you can still see. Let me make sure you can still see. Oh, yeah, you can see just fine. You're wiggling, though. Okay. So I think we're going to go. Yeah, I've got a little too much over there, but that's all right. We'll get that trimmed off. Right there. Okay. Let's turn this over. Now, one thing I do need to remember is where top is. And luckily, this is directional fabric. So, and I do use, I'm wondering if Fabri-Tac is the best. Yeah, I think so. So let's get out our Fabri-Tac because I use that for fabric. And let me get my glue spreader. Let me see, where did she go? There she is. Let's get our glue spreaders. Okay. Try to keep my hands from being so gluey. Let's pull this back. Okay. Let's get it down. Come on. Come on, girly. There we go. Alrighty. I hope you guys have had a chance to go out or go someplace and play with your paper today. It's a lovely day. Actually, here at my house, it's a little schmucky. We're getting snow and freezing rain, and right now it is just snowing like crazy. All right. Come on, glue. I know you're warm. There we go. Make sure I get the edges there. Okay, the reason I'm spreading this is so I don't get a lot of bleed through on this fabric. I don't want it to bleed. Come on. You guys behave yourself now. All right, we're going to need a bigger stream, I think. That little skinny stream is drying too fast. Okay, anything that I missed, I'll come back and get. Oh, don't you glue on there, silly thing. Okay, I don't glue my spine. Because I'm going to sew right through it, so there's no sense gluing it, since I'm going to sew it. Okay. Now, I like this, but the smell is very strong. Let's get some. Let's get some on here. Okay, let's get this spread out. Oops, oops, get off of there. Okay. Here we go. to start at the corners here. Now, let's make sure. Okay, I think this is a little bit too long here. Let's trim this. Let's get that bottle out of the way. No, it was this side that was a little bit too long. Now, I like mine being a little longer. I don't mind it. The actual edges being longer. I would rather it be too long than too short. There we go. Okay, that covers. That covers. Okay. Let's get a blob of glue down here. Get the corners down. Anything that's a little wonkadoodled we can trim. Okay, let's do this side. Okay. Now, we're going to do across the top. Come on. Don't give me those gurgles. Let's trim those strings, though. Let's get some of these strings trimmed off. We don't need all that mess. We don't need all this mess. Uh-oh. I got glue on my fingers. Tried so hard not to, and I did it anyhow. Okay. Oh no, don't glue it there. Silly thing. Okay. Glue down. Okay. Let's turn it. All right. This little piece can come off of there. Okay, let's do the bottom. think I'm going to need another bottle of glue. She's starting to make those gurgling noises at me. Okay, let's tuck you under there. Come on. There we go. And the last one. Come on, come on. Okay. Now, we'll go back and take a look at anything that I missed on the glue and get my edges down good. I think we're going to use that thinner bottle because this one is just not coming out very well. Hold on, let's see if we can get this out here. Oh, there. Now it's coming out. And let's do this side. Well, it was. You need to go down now. Okay. Okay, here's our cover. Here's our cover. So let's get that out of the way. Let's turn it this way. Let's see. This is the top now. So let's go on and cover this while that's kind of setting up for a minute. Now, I'm only going to cover this side, okay? Because I have to be able to see this side when I'm putting my signatures in. Oh, see? All those little strings we cut off? Now I've got them all over my fingers. Okay, let's get those up. So, let's go on and get this side covered. Okay, we're going to try this big bottle once more. Now, where'd our glue spreader go? Because we're going to need that. Okay, somebody holler out when you see it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let's put some glue on here. And I covered enough. I mean, I cut enough. There we go. There. As you can tell, I didn't leave it real long. And I could have left it longer. I could have left it really long on the sides. And sometimes I do. I leave it really long to tuck under. But because my inside fabric is I'm going to leave it long. Oops. There. There we go. I'm going to tuck this under here at the top and at the bottom because I don't want this seen. I want this neat and I want the bottom neat. And I may, nah, probably not. What you usually do is you leave this really long. So when you put it in, This can slide under here. This can slide under here, the fabric. And this edges, glue out on the edges like that. And then your inside pieces lay on top of it. Okay? So that's why I didn't glue these down. So if I glue them down, they won't stick under there. So I'm rethinking my glue down method. I might not. I might wait. Okay, let's let this dry, and we're going to let this dry. Let's rethink that for a minute. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. And I want to show you the signatures so far. Now we're going to be adding some of the scrapbook paper, the horse paper. And my books are always changing as I go, always. So this one's got a doily, some coffee dyed paper. And I can go in if I want and stencil on some of them, anything. It doesn't matter. Right here's a paper clip of a page. And what I'm going to do is after I cut one of those pages, I'm going to make this page flip out. So she'll have a little flip out here. This is a magazine page. And this is called bush clover. This plant is one that is very common around here. And something that our horses most likely would like to eat a lot of. And I left the labels on the bottoms of them. This is green with just splotches of blues and yellows. So it can be doodled to look like flowers. And I might start that for her and then let her finish it. And more coffee dyed paper. This reminds me of a dark snowy day. Kind of like the one we're having. So I might take that one of the horses running and put it right here. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to do that right now. So let's get out our paper cutter. See, you guys gave me a great idea. Let's get out our paper cutter and let's see how we can do that. First, we need to cut off this piece at the top, and we'll have to do that on all of them. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see the best way to do this. All right, what's on the back of this one? Okay, just the horses. So, if we fold it this way, and then put it in. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay, that'll work. All right, so let's see what size. But we're going to lose some of it. All right. And we're going to lose a lot of it. And we're going to lose a lot of the horses. Okay, I just had a better idea. I have a better idea. Looking at that page, I don't think I want to cut it. But I know exactly where it's going to go. And then here's another magazine page. Well, it's actually a book page. And this page here is just a map page. Well, this page is coming out. And in its place is going to go this page. And what I'm going to do is I'll have to trim it. I'll have to trim it widthwise. But I'm going to fold it up. So let's fold it up. I think I need to fold it up a little bit more. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. And now in the book, she'll pull down like that. So, but I still need to fold it in half. So we're going to pull it down. And we're going to fold it in half. And you could score this if you wanted, if you have a scoreboard. I do. I just don't feel like getting it out right now. I hadn't planned on doing this, so I don't feel like getting it out. But I am going to round the corners on the top and on the bottom. Oh, yes. And put it like that. Okay. And I think we are going to have to sliver this right here. Just like that. Just like that. So when it closes, all right, let's see, when it closes, it's going to tell me where, right here. Right there. Okay, right there. When it closes, it doesn't buckle. Okay, so after it's folded, go back over it. And let's put it back in our book, or back in our signature rather. All right, and let's mark where we need to. Oh yeah, I forgot we have to trim it after I rounded those corners. So let's find our pencil here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do it right behind the horse's flank here. So let's go on and trim this. See if I can see my pencil mark. I think I can. Sound like the little engine, don't I? I think I can. I think I can. Let me see. Where is it? Right there. All right, let's see here. Okay, there's that one. And this side. Okay. Now, let's round our corners again. Okay, this is going to be a multi-part video for you because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing and how I do it. There we go. That's going to go in the center. There. Fits very nicely. So we're going to put that on there. And then any others that I do in there will be done the same way. Now for this one in the center, let's see what's in the center of this one. It's just a book page. So, we'll need to find something for the center of that one. So let's decide what we're going to put in the center of that one. And I'm thinking for the center of that one, it's going to be one of these horses. And I'm thinking it's going to be this one. Let's see. Oh, no, I can cut that and use two different. Let's see the other one. I think I'm going to use this one, because I can't cut that out without hurting that. So I think I'm going to use this one. So let's go on and trim this. And let's go on and fold it in half and mark where we need to cut it down. Oh, I'm hoping we don't have to lose much of those. Yeah, we're going to see about this one, because I might lose those. I might lose my horseshoes. All right, let's see how much we need to trim down here. Maybe we can take it off of the top. Oh, wow. Okay, so, I mean the width. We need to trim the width, don't we? Oh, we won't lose a lot on the width. Okay. Okay, but where's our horse? Maybe we can take it off of the other side. And maybe we'll just refold it. Let's take it off of this side. All right, we want to keep the horse. All right, let's take it off of this side. That way we don't lose our horse. Okay, and we'll keep that. That's a pretty piece. And I don't think I cut that straight at all. All right, so let's refold that. Oh no, that is not straight. That is not straight at all, you guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, can you tell that I did it? Let's fix this. Good heavens. There we go. Whew, that was crazy. All right. So, now we need to fold it. So we're going to put that up there. Oh, won't that be a nice surprise to unfold? All right, do I have it folded up enough? I think I do. Let's see. Let's see if I do. Maybe not. I think I need to fold it up a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now this one, yeah, that's much better. All right, we'll go on around the pockets. or the top. Ooh, wasn't that going to be a lovely center to look at? Okay. Let's see. I don't want to fold him, so we're going to leave him just like that. There we go. And I'll put something here to tell her to pull down. And there he is. Okay. All right, so we need to notch this out here in the middle. Just for a little bit. Just give it a little bit. So it's not so bulky. When you fold it, you can see where you need to fold because that's where your paper bunches. Come on. And when you cut it, it's just a sliver. It'll guide you where to cut. There you go. Okay, it'll guide you. And then you fold. Okay, we're going to put that in the middle. We're going to keep that piece. Oh, this goes in the front. That's why that's there. This goes right there. Yeah. Okay, so when you open it, you see that, and then you can pull that down. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay. All right. So for now, I think that's all we're going to do. When we come back in part 2, we will finish with our cover. Doing our cover. And yeah, because everything's drying nicely here. And I will decide on how I want to do this. Whether I want to fold this up or if I just want to tuck it under there. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that so you can see it and watch me do it. And then we'll cover the inside panels. And then I will show you how to, or how I insert the signatures. And we will insert some more scrapbook paper into our signatures. So, until then, thank you for coming and playing in my craft room today. If you don't know, the Ladybug Journals has a goal set of 300 subscribers between January and March. So if you haven't subscribed, we would appreciate it very, very much if you hit that like and subscribe button. And that way, you also will get notification of all of our videos that we put out. And if you have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We much appreciate all your help. I'm saying we, it's only me. And I work very hard to give you the content that I think that you'll enjoy and gain something from and have a good time with. And if there's ever anything that you would like to see or that you ever have any questions about, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I read all my comments and I try to get back to them as soon as possible. But thank you again for watching with me today. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.